Hey, peace. Pardon the noise, the busyness of the city and nature, and come together. Sometimes this is what you get. Today, lessons from Daylyt. Today's lessons from Daylyt, we're going to talk about straw man. Do you know what a straw man is? So, in a nutshell, I'm trying to make this video quick. Sometimes I get long-winded and I'll get sidetracked, but it's just so much information to share. And you know what? I don't have all the answers. I don't got the answers, Sway. And I don't know it all. If you ever feel like you're the smartest person in the room, get out of that room. Because you got to be a student of life. You got to always be a sponge absorbing new information. I don't care if it comes from an elder or if it comes from a young child. Like, never cut off knowledge, wisdom. It can come from any and every type of place. So, straw man, essentially, and please correct me if I'm wrong, for those that may have the knowledge and the wisdom. We're all learning together, and this message is coming to you in peace. Peaceful energy, and with love and smiles and truth and galaxy. We all trying to grow and evolve to be the best version of ourselves and get these skill sets so that we can keep climbing the higher heights to get that ascension that we want, to be the best version of ourselves. So straw man essentially is you're born almost the duality. You have a physical self and then you have a paper self. This paper self is your straw man. What I mean by this paper self is this is your identification number, your social security number. These are when you see documents with your name on it, and these are all capital letters, and you're registered. You're a registered number. You're like it's your identification. It's your it's if you're in a system, this is how they catalog you. That makes sense. You're an item. You know, our country is not really a country in this. It is a country, but it's ran like a corporation. It's ran like a business. That's why when you start a business, any business owners out there would tell you, any of you watching, you know you got to get an EIN, which is an employer identification number. That's your business social security number. That's how they classify or categorize your business, because it falls in okay, this is the number, so this is how we know to keep track. That number has to pay X amount of dollars because it made X amount of income. So you are a number. You have to pay. Everybody has to pay taxes. There's people that actually have businesses that is their name. Is their government name. That's their business. And then you can have multiple businesses, because once you get to a certain amount of money, a certain threshold, or certain amount of taxes that you're paying, because you're making a certain amount of income, if you wanted to finesse the system, you just open up a new business with a similar name or different name, but like that way you're under the cap, so you don't have to pay a certain amount of. There's a lot of tricks and trades. And again, there's going to be some knowledgeable people in the comment section or just watching this, and just correct. You don't have to come with negative, condescending, messages. Help us all learn and help us all build together, So, a straw man, you're registered. Whenever you sign a contract, whenever you register anything, you are acting on behalf of this straw man. You're the representation of this straw man. So when you appear in the court of law, like, oh, are you Michael Landfielder? Are you Sarah Johnson? Like, you appear, or you're the representing agent of this straw man. You are emitting. It's like you get pulled over by the cops, or if you go to court or wherever you're dealing with any type of legalities, and they give you this ticket, or they give you this citation, or you get this paperwork, this fine, and they say, do you understand? And you say, yeah. Then you really submitting and obeying, and you're acknowledging, and you're being stood over. You stand over. Now, there has to be some order, right? Otherwise, it'd be anarchy and chaos all over the place. There has to be structure, organization to society. So you got to reel it in so people don't just... Because people are malleable and people are very easily influenced. You know, everybody is not going to be a free thinker. Everybody is not going to... you know, be independent. A lot of people, you know, ignorance is bliss. A lot of people like to fall in line. And when they see radicals, or they see people that's just too much, like a zealous activist, someone that's just a little too much of an outlier, they gonna do everything in their power to belittle you, to be condescending, to make you sound crazy, and they are going to try to, you know, basically reel you back in because you're breaking societal norms. And they're so used to being a robot, or so used to being in the structure, that those that created the hierarchy, look at this hierarchy. You know, just the level, that, you know, that the level from top to bottom, you know. Those that created that, they don't even have to work hard to keep it in place, because there's going to be those that fall in line that are like the managers and the supervisors of the system to keep the chaos organized. So, see, I told you I'm going to go on a tangent. I was trying to keep this short and simple and sweet, but it's actually it's simplistic but complex at the same time. You know, I'm just trying to put it in the most layman term possible. Like, basically, when you're born, there's a birth certificate. All right, that's where we're going to start. When you're born, there's a birth certificate. Sign that birth certificate. Your parents or whoever, they are putting you, they're registering you into the system. And then you get assigned a social security number. These are your strawmen. These documents, these are your identifiers. So the government, so that the government and that the agency that control your life have tabs on you, so you can pay your taxes, pay your dues, and then whenever you get or your straw man gets notifications that they gotta do this, that, and the third, you are the one that's physically jumping through the hoops, because the straw man, essentially, you have two lives. You have your physical life, you're born, and then your paper life, your straw man. You're born at the same time, but that straw man dies pretty much at this time. Like, it's not real, it's just a piece of paper. But you go on and live, but you continue to represent that straw man. So like the movie Us by Jordan Peele, we're Americans, can technically, you know, the tethered could be the straw man, straw people, or it could be vice versa. Those above are the straw man, and the physical are the underground. No, I'm joking. I mean, you can take it and run like that if you want to, you know, like metaphorically. But that's not what this video wasn't about, to just have you jumping through hoops. But it is, you know, to get you talking, dialoguing, having this conversation, and helping us get to the bottom, get to the answers, get to the bottom, get to the top, get to the middle, and just continue to evolve and help each other grow, and correct each other when we're wrong. I'm coming in peace. I'm leaving in peace. Peace, love, smiles, truth, galaxy. I'm Zachary. I see you. Hey, be kind to yourself, please. Be kind to others. Be kind to nature. Universe will support you. So, lessons from Daylyt. Another thing that Daylyt did say was that, you know, someone in the past, a lot of times, have called him a sellout. You sold your soul and all this other stuff. And he said, if anything, you people that's saying that I sold my soul, you sold your soul by busting your back for minimum wage. When you signed that application, you filled out that application, and you agreed to make $8.50 an hour and work 40 hours a week and only get $300 a week, killing yourself, like busting your back trying to get like overtime and all this, working for pennies, your day is gone. You know, you use so much of your day up that you tired. You don't got a whole lot of time to really do anything contributing back to society in a positive way. You just kind of like, you work, and then you use that money to pay bills, and then any extra money you use for like entertainment or to ball out or to support your habits, rather you whatever that is. So it's like, are you really living your purpose-driven life? Who really sold their soul? You know, that was another lesson from Daylyt. So like, for those that say, you know, somebody sold their soul, when those individuals are free, they're not bound by some contract, they're not shackled to some agreement that they can make their own schedule, at least they have a little bit more freedom. He also said that his last name Campbell, Devaughn Campbell, Daylyt, you know, that last name shows that he you know, is kind of sold out, because his family, you know, the history of slavery and all that, that's not his original melanated name. That's the name that was branded on him. Like a lot of us, you know, we have names that are branded or given to us. We didn't have a choice. And it's the same thing like with the birth certificate. Like you're given this birth certificate and these Social Security cards, numbers, and all that stuff, and it's not really your choice as a baby, as a child. You have no say in that. Birth certificate, whoever signed that, get that notarized. You know, you don't really get no say in that. You just kind of get groomed and grow up in this system, cultivated in this system where you get programmed. And I'm gonna drop a video about programming. I'm gonna drop a video very soon about programming, so you stay tuned. So again, peace, love, smile, shoot, galaxy. I'm Zachary. I see you. This is Lessons from Daylyt. And be kind to yourself, be kind to others, be kind to nature. The universe will support you. Love you. Peace.